haven't tried the Locklicious all-natural hair care product line? Well, let's hear what the Lock community has to say about it.
I love how it sprays and how it feels, you guys. Like, it feels so good. And it smells amazing, you guys.
The Lock and Twist moisturizer was really good for me. The hydration mist was phenomenal.
This is bomb, baby. I was really impressed, kind of blown away, and I think that if you're struggling, definitely go check them out.
And check out the 5-star reviews on our website. So, what are you waiting for? Go to locklicious.com to start treating your crown like royalty.
Mr. Matt, and you say you're a white dude. Well, if you believe in freedom, if you believe in freedom and not being a supremacist, Matt, okay? You say that's what you believe in. Well, Matt, why don't you go change the laws? Well, we all could be equal, and that way be no division. Matt, why don't you go start even financially? Why don't you go say to the banks, stop putting race on a loan application? Start there. Why do you need to know my race for me to get a loan? Why? My social security number will tell, my credit score will tell everything about my payment history. Matt, let's start there. Same thing with credit cards. You don't need my race for that. Let's take race off of everything, Matt. Let's just take it all off, unless it's something identifiable like a job, driver's license, something that people really need to know your identity, passport. Okay. But outside of that, Matt, job applications, no, let's take race off of everything, Matt. Let's just get rid of race. There we go. Matt, why don't we make sure also, Matt, just so we could be equal, so we can be a freedom supremacist, right? Let's make sure the Congress and the Senate looks like America. Make sure it's a representation of all people. Not one group of people, Matt, all people. Same thing with the judges, same thing with the prosecutors. Make sure the juries represent America, right? White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Arab, other Native American, whatever. Why don't we make sure the juries look that way, Matt? Why don't we make sure the city councils and all the different areas of government make sure it looks like America, so we could be equal, and make it a law so we can have equality for everybody, right? So everybody is represented. The police departments, Matt, why don't we make sure all the police officers represent America no matter the police department? Matt, I mean, if you really want to be a freedom supremacist, I'm with you. Matt. And matter of fact, Matt, why don't we have the rewriting of the laws, right? And why don't we get rid of the slavery clause in the 13th Amendment that says that slavery is illegal except for crime and punishment? Get rid of the slavery clause, because slavery is wrong, right, Matt? I'm with you. Let's talk about freedom. Let's talk about that. Then, Matt, in order for us to be equal, Black America is going to have to get reparations so we can get on an equal playing field financially with the rest of America, right? See, you're on the right track. I'm with you, Matt. I'm with you. So you should be okay with reparations, because Black Americans had their land taken away from them, their crops destroyed, their inventions, money out of the Freedmen's Bank that what Black people had. They took all that money from Black people. We have been gentrified off of lands, etc. So in order to be a freedom supremacist, I know you agree with me that Black Americans need reparations, just so we can all get on an equal playing field as Americans. Because if Black people are hurting, America is hurting, right? Now, Matt, I know you read that America lost $5 trillion due to racist policies in the banking system. So, Matt, I know that bothers you, because, hey, that's $5 trillion that America lost due to racism. So I know you want equality laws set even in the banking world, Matt. I know that's what you probably want. Is that what you want, Matt? I mean, if we want to be talking about race, let's not talk about race no more, I'm with you. So let's enact that. Let's enact it. Let's sign me up to promote it. Don't just be talking about it. Let's be about it. Let's go ahead and set black people equal. Let's make laws where everybody can be equal. Representation can be equal. Everything is equal. And we all can live as Americans and just throw race out the window and act like other countries for once and say we're Americans. Because when I go to other countries, they don't call me black. They say I'm an American. In the African continent, I'm an American. When I went to Turkey, I'm an American. They didn't say I was black. They said I was an American. So how is it that I'm called an American outside my country, but I'm not called an American here? I'm called black, N-word, whatever else. I mean, Matt, I'm with you, Matt. So, Matt, you as a white person, will you help me start taking down all that inequality in America so we can move to just being Americans? Will you help me make black people whole, Matt? So they can get on an equal playing field. So black Americans can create businesses and can hire more people. Matt, I know you with me on that. You're probably conservative. You probably is. Black people got a lot of conservative ideals. We believe in small government. We are pro-business. We believe in school choice. We believe in freedom of speech. We believe that. We believe in the Second Amendment too. Black Americans are probably more conservative than what you think. So help me, Matt, you as being a white person, help me to get us to an America where it's no race, that we all Americans and we all equal. I'm in with you, Matt. I will work with you. If you're serious, I will work with you to make that happen. And I'm pretty sure people in the comment section maybe would agree that they want to see an equal America. But we all just Americans. There's no black, there's no white, there's no Hispanic, there's no Asian, just Americans. Am I wrong? Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.